Opening day, the regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Chris Webber and Greg Anthony with us, and from the sideline, we'll be hearing from David Aldridge. Houston Rockets here at home, and an interconference matchup should be a good one. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the court right now for the Pacers. Bogdanovich outside at the three with Young down at power forward. Collison and Oladipo are the guard set. And it's Turner in at the 5 down low. Anthony. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss. And for his whole career, Thaddeus Young has been a player not afraid, Greg, of attacking defenders head on.
Young has such a great first burst of speed. He really is a handful to deal with. Gets a lot of transition buckets that way, and in the half court can set up teammates by creating space. In the latter part of his career, I think he's taken on more of a vocal leadership role as well.
Here's Turner to the paint, stolen by Harden.
That's going to be an easy bucket if he doesn't get his hand to that pass. Well defended.
Here's Anthony. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
Well, it's easy to see how Harden's been the league's top assist man before. I mean, he makes the special feeds.
Collison kicks to Young. To the inside. It's tipped. It's stolen by Anthony. Harden against Oladipo. Harden's shot is off.
Not the tightest of D on him, but not the best of finishes either.
Screen by Young. Here's Bogdanovich. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Yeah, Bogdanovich, a talented scorer, likes getting involved down low.
And here's Harden for three. A three-pointer is right on target. Harden's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Screen by Young. Collison kicks to Oladipo. And the foul, Harden. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second foul of the first quarter, and they may want to sit him for a while to avoid number 3.
And the Rockets making a change here. Gordon's checked in. Collison for 3. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Oh, and an astonishing pick and roll set by Collison. He sees the floor so well.
Oladipo against Gordon. Screen by Capella. They get a hand on it. And now here comes Young leading the break. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Down low. Throws down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanovich.
Exceptional instincts from the clever guard, Paul. I mean, reading the D, making the right pass.
As many expected him to, Carmelo Anthony choosing to opt into his contract, but his stay in Oklahoma City still came to an end.
You know, it was pretty clear that Melo and the team just didn't mesh. OKC made the choice to let him go and save on the luxury tax. Melo might not be worth max money anymore, but he could still be a factor with this team.
Now it's the first game of the regular season. Chris, talk about what you expect to see this year in the league overall, the feel you think you're going to get.
Well, I think there's going to be 2 sides. It's a copycat league, so you're going to see some teams that are going to try to speed up the play. You're going to see some teams that try to increase three-pointers and decrease their mid-range jumpers. And then reality will set in, and then they'll have to kind of get back to playing regular basketball. And for some teams, it's just straight development. How can you develop your young players and get them along with maybe some veterans who are going to be transitioned out in the middle of the year? So right now for coaches, GMs, presidents, there's a lot of optimism, but there's also a lot of prodding and self-examination to see where they will be a year from now, as opposed to putting all their eggs in this season.
Here's Anthony. Thaddeus Young picking up that last basket. Over Bogdanovich. Victor Oladipo grabs the miss.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
You can do everything right sometimes, but still get the wrong result.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon.
A moment now to see the numbers for Capella.
Great showing for him last season. First in shooting percentage, second in blocks, and he also finished the season in the top 10 in rebounding. It's just a terrific year on the glass.
And last year, he really was the poster boy for scoring efficiency. You could count on one hand the number of bad shots he took. Oh, he touched it while it was in the cylinder. That's offensive basket interference. Rockets trail. Paul kicks to Anthony. And that one, good. Anthony's got 7.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
The Pacers have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Passes it to Oladipo. Screen by Young. Oladipo shoots off the screen. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Oladipo's got his second bucket of the night. Ball against Collison. Rejected by Collison.
Oh, you can't take Collison's defensive game lightly. He really gets up quick to swat shots away. His timing is really remarkable.
No shortage of drama here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
Here's Collison after Eric Gordon's bucket. Turner with the screen. Oladipo, the pass to Turner. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And when you see Miles Turner play on the offensive side of the ball, the amount of skill he has at his age is just amazing.
Yeah, already a great pick and pop player. You know, not going to be much of a banger down low, but has enough touch outside where he won't need to be. But while he's still a work in progress offensively, I think he's shown that he has a very high ceiling in terms of his skill set.
That's good from Turner.
And the ceiling Turner has is impressive. Has the potential to be a dominant big man in this league.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Boy, they would have loved to grab the lead there, but you can't make them all.
Well, at the start of the summer, many expected a busy market for Capella in free agency. Eventually, though, signing a 4-year deal to remain with the Rockets. I feel like it's a great deal for Houston as Capella gives them the perfect inside presence to complement Harden and Paul.
And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Outside Turner. Outside Bogdanovich. Some nice passing here by Indiana. 6 to shoot. And Young kicks to Turner. Shoots over Capella. And Capella sends it back.
An elite shot blocker in this game. Capella's athleticism and length allows him to stifle shooters.
Young right side. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Rockets have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Outside Gordon. There's the pick. Back to Paul. From 15 feet away, and it's Houston with another.
His in-between game, deadly. It's a major surprise when Paul doesn't knock that shot down.
Screen by Young. Young, a screen on Paul. Outside Collison. Turner with a screen on Paul. With some arc. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Oladipo for 3. The shot, no good. Gordon with the defensive effort. the screen. Call for three. That shot, no good.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Yeah, coming off of a good pick, you want to get that. When he gets the separation he needs, I know he would love to have that one back.
A wide open look here for Oladipo. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. The Rockets have gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. Anthony, the pass to Capella. Puts it up from 15. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Anthony's got 9.
Well, that lead's only going to keep growing if he keeps shooting it like he has so far.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston.
Yeah, and a bit of a revenge game for them as they were swept in the 2-game season series from last year.
Yeah, for sure. This is a team that feels like they should never be swept in the season series by anyone, but especially when it comes to one of the heavy hitters from the other conference.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Nene, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Ennis comes in for P.J. Tucker. Gerald Green, he's checked in for Eric Gordon. And Knight subbed in for Chris Paul. And there's the call on Nene. First foul of the game. Evans, right side. That shot missing. And Houston the other way now. Here's Nene. It's good. The assist that time for Ennis. And now a 6-point Rocket lead.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
It's a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, earlier I spoke with Mike D'Antoni. He told me he's looking forward to the matchup tonight. It's their first time against this team, so he is curious to see what his guys do on offense. He said it's important that we're aggressive defensively, that we use our length and shot blocking as a deterrent inside. We'll see if they can be successful tonight. Kevin, back to you.
David, thank you. Do you think that's the right approach, guys?
I don't think it's ever wrong to focus on defense first. It sets a tone that can last for an entire game.
Oh, and it could lead to some easy points too, Greg. I bet you that they turn a lot of turnovers into transition buckets today.
Now Holiday following Tyreek Evans' three-point attempt. Sabonis sets the pick for Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. There's the pass to Sabonis. Overnight.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
And while we've got this moment here now, let's take a look at last season's leaders in converting turnovers into points. In third, the Pacers.
And this team, in terms of scoring off of turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really look to disrupt and cause problems defensively. And boy, do they take advantage on the other end.
And he makes the first.
Well, a high-octane offense in Houston, that's been a staple for any of Mike D'Antoni's teams. The Rockets, they do it a little differently. ISO ball, half court, threes, get out and run. They get buckets.
Both free throws good from Holiday. And the Rockets last season, second in the league in two-point percentage, but Chris last in the league in two-point attempts.
Can you believe it? I mean, they shot more threes than twos, actually. That's crazy. I mean, you might say, well, take it inside. Well, the Rockets are looking at points per shot. By that metric, they're threes neck and neck with the twos.
Now here's Evans, looking for his first basket still in this one. Pass to Holiday. Pass to McDermott. Back to Holiday. Overnight, they get the rebound. Nice shot by McDermott.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Knight kicks to Anthony. Inside, Ennis, and he makes the bucket. Drew contact and gets the whistle too.
and they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw drops for Ennis. The back-to-the-basket scoring obviously more uncommon these days than it was in the past. Can we even say now with any kind of certainty, Chris, who has the best hook shot in the game?
The best hook shot in the game by far, still belongs to Tony Parker. No, he is not a big man, but he did lead the league in paint scoring when he was in his prime. Now a little bit older, he can still get to it. When Tony Parker gets in that paint, Kevin, he has the best jump hook. When I played in the game, the only guy that I respected their jump hook as much as mine was his jump hook, because he would float it over bigs so easy.
No kidding.
Oh, no kidding, Kev. He still has the best jump hook floater in the game. That's right, that man Tony Parker.
And had the right idea there in calling for the screen, but he was just slow to get to the spot and didn't get set.
But yeah, as a big fella, that's the thing, Greg. You got to be quick in setting those screens. If you get a little lazy, you get called for it.
Now, here's O'Quinn looking for his first basket still in this one. Picked by O'Quinn. Holiday, the pass to Evans. Back to Holiday. Overnight. Here's Sabonis. The three. And it's Evans missing.
Oh, it's a confidence shaker when you can't hit a wide open three like that.
Now here's Ennis, guarded by Holiday. 1:02 left in the first quarter. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. And a look now at the four areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for Houston.
And this is the #1 ranked team in the conference, and for good reason. You can see the way they utilize a variety of areas of the floor for their scoring, and it's a well-designed recipe that they rely on. For all the other defenses out there, make note of this shot chart.
Houston leading by 3. Knight kicks to Anthony. There's 42 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Nene, the screen. Knight wide open. Another miss by Houston. Indiana's gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Here's McDermott, and finished off by McDermott.
Yeah, I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. Anthony, the pass to Ennis. Outside, Green. A three-pointer off the mark. Now here's McDermott. He's guarded closely. O'Quinn stayed with it, but they couldn't get it to fall. From deep. No good, trying to
Learning guys' habits. What they like to do gives him a knack for when to go after steals without hurting his team.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And guys, for the Rockets, what jumps out to you from a numbers standpoint?
Listen, early on taking the league, I just like their approach offensively.
Yeah, right. Only the first quarter. Don't over-panic, but it seems like their strategy is working. We'll see if the other side can counter.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. Joseph at point, and he teams up with Evans in the backcourt. Kyle O'Quinn out there with Sabonis, and it's McDermott in at the 3 spot.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Knight kicks to Nene. To the middle. Fades back, and Anthony gets it to go on the assist by Ennis. Anthony's got it all tied up now for the Rockets.
and the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
Now here's McDermott. Sabonis sets the pick for McDermott. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. McDermott's got the lead up to 2 now for the Pacers. The Rockets' shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? And it's Anthony top of the key. No problems knocking that one down. Anthony's got 4 points in the quarter.
And not everyone remembers Harden was a good passer in college. But he's refined his game, and now he's become one of the league's best.
Carmelo Anthony, one of the most formidable scorers ever. Top 20 in points all time in NBA history.
Knight against Joseph. Harden the pass tonight. Harden has a wide open look, and Houston again with the bucket.
Man, this thing is just going back and forth tonight.
Each team is stepping up, rising to the challenge. Yet another lead change.
Now here's Evans. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on James Harden.
And you think about it, he scores, rebounds, and passes it so well. Evans is a total package who knows how to stuff the stat sheet.
They throw good. Tyreke Evans. Tyreke Evans can be a handful, Chris, on the offense when he plays to his strengths.
Well, you like Evans to play aggressively with the ball in his hands. He can bully his way to the hoop at will. He draws so much attention and is a fantastic passer out of the jam.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Nene. P.J. Tucker comes in for Anthony. Gordon's checked in for James Ennis. And it's Paul in for Knight. The Rockets have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Capella kicks to Paul. Back to Capella. And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That's his first foul. And Indiana making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Capella, the pass to Paul. 5 on the clock over Joseph. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
How about the great shot selection of Paul on that play? He lets the offense come natural.
And Oladipo kicks to Joseph. Right side Turner. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Now, you better watch it. He doesn't want to pick up a third foul before halftime.
Turner passes to Oladipo. Stolen by Harden. Here's the teardrop, and Gordon lays it in. Now it's a 4-point Rocket lead.
Gordon's floater is so soft, gliding it beautifully over the D, making it hard to block.
Passes it to Turner. Kicks to Oladipo. Just 5 to shoot, and it's Joseph in the corner. Over Paul. And it comes off the front of the rim.
That's a nice defensive effort, sticking right up on him. Affecting the shot.
Capella with a screen on Oladipo. From deep Harden. Joseph with the rebound.
No three-pointers for him in the second quarter yet, but he did have one in the first.
And the foul on Harden. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that's his 4th foul. And we're not even at halftime. That is going to limit his playing time and his aggressiveness the rest of the game.
And the Rockets making a change here. Green's checked in. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Indiana Pacers. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Memphis Grizzlies. And then on Friday, they'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the Milwaukee Bucks.
And for their matchup with the Nets, It's always interesting for top teams to see how they compare to the best in the East. This will be a chance to see just what this group is made of.
He's off on the first. You know, for years, the adage has been that, see where big men
Big men did take the long. The power forward were the toughest, and that's kind of changed. Cat and B didn't take very long to develop. Big men come now, and I think the fact the coaches, the coaching, the skill sets now are so much more alike that guys can make an easier adjustment to the game because they've been playing their game and adjusting a lot longer than maybe the players before that had to find a different role once they entered into the pros.
And here is Paul after the three-pointer from Victor Oladipo.
The D a little slow to get in his face. They're fortunate it didn't cost him.
Collison kicks to Bogdanovich. Oladipo outside. Turner with a screen for Oladipo. Outside Turner from past the arc. And Indiana, another three. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Now here's Paul. He's got 6. Over Collison. And Paul gets it to go in. Paul's got 8 points.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Paul against Collison. Back to Turner. Over to the left wing. Collison, the pass to Turner. Here's Bogdanovich. The Rockets pull it in. On the wing, Green. He's covered by Bogdanovich. That's tipped. The pass to Paul. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game. And the Pacers call time here. Well, Chris, Clint Capella had a schedule in his development. You know, credit his tremendous work ethic. You see it, Chris, in his passing, his finishing, and certainly at the free throw line.
No, his second season, I mean, he shot below 38% at the line. I mean, among players with 150 or more attempts, that was the 5th worst percentage in NBA history. But he's made tremendous strides there, and that's freed him to be more aggressive offensively. Not worried about getting fouled.
Bogdanovich against Green. Young, a screen on Green. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Collison against Paul. Green dishes to Capella. That one goes in. Capella's got his first points of the game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, the Pacers have been a huge surprise since they traded away Paul George. Now, Coach Nate McMillan said, for us, it's about developing that culture and that identity, and we're still doing that. I think we're only starting to scratch the surface. Kevin?
No doubt, David, they've got some promising young players on that team. Thank you.
And the 6', 175-pound Collison is a vital part of this team, a speedy point guard who can get hot in a hurry.
You know, when you think of Darren Collison, I think of a smart point guard. Had 2 seasons playing understudy to Chris Paul in both New Orleans and L.A. Similar type of players who are very efficient and just gets the job done.
The Pacers making a change here. Holiday's checked in. Back to Gordon. Screen by Capella. They kick it out to Green. Capella with a screen on Bogdanovich. Off the pick. And the dunk by Capella.
And I mean, what can you do? Capella's agility, I mean, in the pick and roll, it's impressive.
Pacers trail by 5. And with Collison, and Greg, how he plays, when he's off the floor, you notice.
I mean, things just don't seem to run as smoothly when he's not at the helm. Finds that balance between creating for himself and others, selective with his shots, and truly a complete guard, even if he doesn't do a lot of those flashy things.
Turner. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Houston leading by 5. Paul kicks to Green. There's a good screen. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanovic. For Houston, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. That's good from Green. Both free throws good from Green.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Collison, the pass to Bogdanovic. Here's Turner. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 6 rebounds here tonight. On the wing, Green. He's covered by Bogdanovic. And Green gets it to go.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Screen by Young. Collison with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. Collison, no good. Rockets leading by 9. Outside, Green. Over Bogdanovic. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Indiana's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Knocked loose. Young sets a screen for Holiday. The 17-footer goes down.
I mean, he's out there on an island all by himself. I mean, good job to stay cool and drink.
Paul kicks to Capella. Green with a screen for Capella. Capella with a screen on Holiday. Goes up at the stripe. The shot's good from Paul. Paul's got the lead back up to 9 now for Houston. Holiday, the pass to Turner. .149 left now here in the second. Turner with a screen on Gordon. Collison kicks to Turner. Shoots over Capella. The shot by Turner no good.
He hasn't been very precise at all this quarter.
Paul outside. Lob pass to Capella. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
The main strength of Capella's offensive game, I mean, he uses his athleticism to power home these alley-oops.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
You know, when Chris Paul came to the Rockets, a lot of people questioned if he and James Harden would be able to share the ball. Both known for being ball-dominant guards, I think you'd have to say it's worked out pretty well.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Nene, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Gerald Green. Ennis, he's checked in for Eric Gordon. And Knight subbed in for Chris Paul. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Miles Turner. Sabonis comes in for Thaddeus Young. McDermott's checked in for Bogdanovic. And it's Evans in for Darren Collison. And I think Chris Paul never comfortable with that ball-dominant label, Greg. He'd never played with another guard who could create, certainly on the level of Harden.
No doubt about it. I mean, Mo P, J.J. Redick, guys who were great shooters, but really more off-the-ball players. Chris needed to be that kind of a playmaker, but with Harden, he has someone just as gifted at creating baskets for himself and others. They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
Houston leading by 8. There's the feed to Nene. That's good. The assist that time from Knight. Nene's got his second bucket tonight.
Look at the intensity of Nene, one of the strongest guys in the game, phenomenal at scoring the ball inside.
Evans inside. Up top, Sabonis. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Corey Joseph's checked in for Indiana. On offense, here are the Rockets. They're on an 18-7 run. Anthony sets the pick for Capella. Here's Knight. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. Both good from the line that time. Pacers trail by 12. Evans passes to McDermott. Now O'Quinn. Here's Sabonis. Back to O'Quinn. Clock at 6. Screen by Sabonis. And it's Evans missing.
It's clear this just isn't his night. I mean, if they're going to keep him on the floor, I think his best role would be to be a decoy.
And Melo is highly explosive, nailing shots left and right. The D has got to get it out of his hands.
Here's Evans. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him. A scoring machine here in that first half.
Oh, well, he's a tricky cover. He does a good job of sensing the defense, making the right move at the right time.
Melo and Tucker are the forwards. Ennis out there with Paul, and it's Capella in at center. They're the group for Mike D'Antoni starting the second half.
The vision, the timelessness of Chris Paul's game. For many years, he's made everyone around him better.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play, sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc.
All about the pick there. I mean, let him shed his man and square up for the jumper.
To the inside. And Capella the bucket on the assist by Ennis. Capella's got the lead up to 14 now for the Rockets.
And you think about Mike D'Antoni, the modern-day godfather of pace and space. We saw this with his teams back in Phoenix, Houston. Actually, middle of the pack in pace of play. But they certainly look to space the floor, though, shooting more 3s and 2s.
James Harden, he's checked in for Houston. Collison against Paul. Young, a screen on Paul. Outside Collison. Lets it go from deep. And the foul on Miles Turner. That is his first foul of the game. Rockets leading by 14. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Capella kicks to Anthony. It's rebounded by Indiana. And talk about Houston slowing down a bit from D'Antoni's usual run-and-gun style.
Oh, yeah, they want to get Harden, one of the best shooters and passers in the game, in a mismatch, and let him pick his man apart. D'Antoni showing more flexibility with his system than perhaps you give him credit for.
And once again off the mark by Indiana. Rockets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Paul kicks it to Tucker. Screen by Capella. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And P.J. Tucker, Greg, a rugged physical defender at the forward.
And here's a guy, second-round pick back at 06. Spent 5 seasons playing abroad before making his return to the association. Now he's a seasoned veteran and not shy about holding his teammates accountable, especially defensively.
2 shots.
No good on that one. P.J. Tucker C-Webb was an undersized power forward at the University of Texas. He made a pretty effective transition to small forward in the pros.
I mean, the way the game is going now, he's able to slide back to that power forward position as well. The strength to hold his ground. I mean, a good enough shooter to space the floor for his teammates.
Now, here's Oladipo. 11 points in the game. Anthony against Bogdanovich. Over Anthony. A nice shot by Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, I love how adept Bogdanovich is in these sets. Fantastic at just getting space to shoot in that pick and roll.
Here's Capella. He's got 10. Jacks up a 3. Drops in the tray. Tucker's got 4 points this quarter.
Nice and steady so far in the second half. They're 3 for 4.
Young's shot is off. Houston leading by 16. Outside Anthony. Over Bogdanovich. It's rebounded by Indiana. Young's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Oladipo outside. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Over Anthony. Bogdanovich, no luck. Rockets have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Harden with it, picked up by Turner. Harden, that's good.
So assured inside. I love how Harden takes the defense head on.
And the Pacers call time here. James Harden, the league leader in free throws made for 5 of the last 6 seasons.
He missed many easy chances last year, and he made the most of the tough ones as well. What a fantastic percentage.
Oladipo with a screen on Paul. Here's Collison. Harden with the defensive effort.
Too tentative on the finish. Forget about the D. Take it up strong.
Anthony's shot is off.
Allowing no space for the shooter to get comfortable. Just terrific defense.
Yeah, that won't go on the stat sheet. Close to getting the block, but really, it had the same effect.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. And count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Yeah, and how Bogdanovich keeps his concentration on the basket is impressive. Even when he's getting fouled, he stays with the play.
And for the most part, when Bogdanovich floor, he's there to do one thing, shoot.
And I tell you what, when you can shoot like that, that's all you need to do. Great catch and shoot player who can stretch the defense. You cannot leave him alone. And really, his presence frees up so much for his teammates on the floor.
Free throw good, Bogdanovich.
And Bogdanovich is a confident, efficient player, a guy who can put 2 or 3 spots on the floor.
Now here's Anthony. He's got 15. Good D by Bogdanovich.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot hit shots to drop.
Here's Oladipo, and the rejection by Harden. Screen by Young. Here's Collison. And the shot falls short this time. Rockets leading by 15. Lob pass to Capella. It's deflected. Turner with the steal. Oladipo, the pass to Young. And that one is good. Young's got 6.
Look at this. I like this. Team basketball. Keeping the ball moving till they find the right shot.
And stolen by Bogdanovich. Here's the 3. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Oladipo's got his 3rd assist on the night. Paul kicks to Anthony. Got a hand on it. And here's Oladipo. He's got 11. Collison in the post, defended by Paul. It'll go. The Rocket lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Darren Collison.
How about this run they're in the midst of? On the verge of tying it up or maybe even taking the lead.
Terrific D at one end and some clutch shots at the other. Great stretch for them.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
And Oladipo kicks to Young. Floats it up for Young, and Young with the stuff.
And you can sense things now starting to tighten up. Their offense has become unstoppable.
They needed it. The game was threatening to get out of hand until they finally kicked into gear.
Now here's Anthony. He's got 17. And Houston again with the bucket.
And Anthony, really one of the most confident jump shooters, an elite level scorer who gets plenty of opportunities.
Turner with the screen. Collison the pass to Turner. Bogdanovich against Anthony. Bogdanovich dishes to Oladipo. Just 5 on the clock. Free throw line jump shot, and that's good for 2. He's got 13.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Paul against Collison. It's good. 14 points for Chris Paul.
Oh, so composed and confident. I mean, Paul isn't the biggest guy. That doesn't stop him from getting it done inside.
Collison kicks to Bogdanovich. At the elbow, it's Turner. Oladipo outside. Paul against Collison. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Collison's got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, Kevin, it takes a lot of distraction on behalf of the D to knock Collison off his groove. His focus is razor sharp when it comes to his jump shot.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. So for the Rockets, Nene, he's checked in for Capella. Gordon comes in for P.J. Tucker. And Knight subbed in for Paul. Outside Gordon. And Nene with the stuff.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
Well, that's just a good example of why the score is what it is. I mean, they need to protect the rim a lot better than that.
Joseph with the ball, and it's Knight picking him up. Joseph, the pass to Evans. No good with the triple. Rockets leading by 10. To the middle. And it's blocked by O'Quinn, and he recovers it. Evans with it. He has 7. Picked by O'Quinn. Evans goes in. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Evans has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Such aggression on these takes inside. Evans is solid at penetrating and getting close to the bucket.
Anthony kicks to Nene. And the foul on Kyle O'Quinn. That is his first foul of the game. James Ennis, he'll check in for Houston. Knocked loose. Here's McDermott. He's got 6. And it's Evans missing.
Look, it hasn't happened yet, but he's got time to find his rhythm. And if he does, they can turn this thing around quick.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Well, one thing that sold Eric Gordon on joining the Rockets was the strength of their training staff. Ariza told him, you feel 10 years younger here. Well, he certainly looks healthy and rejuvenated.
He hits the second from the line. And Gordon had battled injuries in New Orleans, as the entire team had, really. But as you said, Chris, it's been a different story for him with the Rockets.
Oh, yeah, and we're seeing his finishing return to levels not seen since his years with the Clippers. I mean, from his first step to his bounce inside, I mean, his athleticism, he's made a comeback.
Here's Nene. The Pacers making the shot. Outside Gordon. Nene, the screen. Gordon off the pick. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Gordon's got 8 points.
Working well off the screen. Give Gordon any separation. He's going to torch.
Evans kicks to Sabonis. Back to Evans. Indiana moving it around. Pass to McDermott. 6 to shoot. Picked by O'Quinn. 3-pointer. That's good. The Houston lead is cut down now to just 6 on the basket from McDermott.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Nene, the pass to Gordon. Here's McDermott, and he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant one there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. And the first one at the line is good. And McDermott drops them both. Houston making some changes. Clint Capella comes in for Nene. And it's Gerald Green in for Knight. And a change for the Pacers. Holiday's checked in. Sabonis with the ball. Now Anthony defending. Screen by Sabonis. Now here's Evans. He's got 9. Sabonis' screen on Capella. Here's Evans. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
Superb focus from the veteran swing man. Evans is great at maintaining his concentration on the way up.
One shot, gentlemen.
And that one misses. Tyreke Evans, not the biggest free agent this past offseason, but Greg, many teams vied for his services.
Pacers were able to win out, and he should be a good fit. Can act as another playmaker and ball handler for the team. Turned down playing with the Warriors, Lakers, and Thunder to come to this Indiana squad.
And here's McDermott following the three-pointer by Carmelo Anthony. McDermott passes to Sabonis. It's stolen by Capella. Here's Gordon. Rebounded by McDermott.
Nice work to get good position inside. You just can't quite get as good a look as he wants.
Holiday goes in. And the shot goes down. Holiday's got 6 points.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
To the middle. Here's Sabonis. The basket good off the assist from Evans. And it's now only a 1-point Rocket lead.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Green against Holiday. Outside, Green. Shot clock at 6. And that one, good. 24 points for Carmelo Anthony. And the Pacers with possession here. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Carmelo. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Pacers trail by 3. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. They've got Evans. McDermott is out there with Domantas Sabonis. Then it's Corey Joseph. And it's Holiday in at the point guard. McDermott kicks to Joseph. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Holiday. Over Green. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Pacers. The Rockets shooting a superb 63% from the field. Pass to Capella. A reverse. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Paul's checked in for Green. Miles Turner, he's checked in for the Pacers. Free throw drops for Ennis. Here's Joseph. And there's the pass to McDermott. He kicks to Evans. 4 on the shot clock. McDermott for 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Capella's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him.
And Anthony is certainly capable of sinking the triple. The D has to respect that quick release and get out on it.
Evans against Gordon. Unloads from 13. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And that's 13 points for Tyreke Evans. Paul passes to Carmelo. Over Sabonis. Anthony can't hit.
Almost every look he gets inside is a good one, but the D hangs in there and makes it a tough one.
Evans outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. But they get it back. Sabonis kicks to Joseph. Evans passes to Sabonis. Gordon against Evans. Now here's Sabonis. Not a lot of room. Evans against Gordon. And it's Evans missing. Rockets leading by 5. Feeds to Paul. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Here's Evans. The shot. No good. And it's Houston the other way. They led by as many as 18 points. Another miss by Houston.
Whoa, the D caught a break on that play. I'm sure that is not the plan, leaving him so wide open.
Here's McDermott. Pass to Sabonis. And that one, good.
Great move to get to the rim. I think they're going to take the aggressive approach down the stretch.
And they have to. I mean, this isn't the time in the game to be careful. This is the time to attack.
The shot's good from Paul.
Some guys in this league have a good floater. Paul's rainbow is exceptional. Fluid, high, and accurate.
And Joseph kicks to Evans. Turner with the screen. Back to Joseph. Turner trying to free himself up. Count it, and the Houston lead has been cut to just 3 points on the basket from Joseph.
Oh, look at the soft touch on the teardrop.
Timeout called, the Rockets.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Well, yeah, he might have seen something he wants to exploit. Well, we'll see what they run coming out of this.
Houston making some changes. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for James Ennis. And it's James Harden in for Eric Gordon. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Young's checked in for Sabonis. Bogdanovich comes in for Doug McDermott. Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Tyreke Evans. And it's Collison in for Joseph. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, during that break, Mike D'Antoni talked to his team. This is still a close game, and he told his guys, we're not far away. We can still get this one. If we seize the moment, we can walk away with the win. Guys?
Here's Bogdanovich. It's stolen by Anthony. A floater. Harden with the bucket, getting it done inside. And it's a 7-point Houston lead.
Oh, just spectacular in the open floor. When Harden's coming downhill, you're at his mercy.
Collison with it. Chris Paul covering. Back to Oladipo. And the rejection by Harden.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
The tray. And another 3 for Houston.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Now Collison kicks it to Young. It's stolen by Capella. Turner with the steal to the paint. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That's on Clint Capella.
I love Bogdanovich's ability to put the team first. When he sees one of his guys open, he's a willing ball mover.
One shot.
Rockets leading by 7. Paul passes to Capella. He feeds it to Carmelo. Over Bogdanovich. Anthony can't hit.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
He gets that one.
Oh, I love to see the unselfishness from Collison. Really whips the ball over to the open man quickly.
Houston's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That's foul number 2 for him. Collison against Paul. Young with the steal.
Playing a little cornerback there. Anticipates the pass and jumps the route.
Inside, Turner. That one, no good. Harden with the defensive effort. Down low, tipped away. Paul's shot is off. Pacers trail by 5. And here's Oladipo. Turner with the screen. Collison against Harden. The 10-footer. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. 11 points for Darren Collison.
The mid-range area of the floor is so important, and Collison knows how to shoot from there.
Oladipo against Harden. And it's Anthony at the elbow. They get it back. Anthony drawing the double team. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two players.
And the Pacers with possession here. And Tucker kicks to Paul. They set the pick. Pass to Anthony. Harden against Oladipo. Harden right side. Clock at 6. To the middle. Here's Paul. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 6 assists here tonight.
Really hard to count how many of their possessions have ended just like that one, with one of his shots falling.
And he's going to be the go-to guy for them here in the late stages.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Rockets leading by 3. Paul goes in. The dish to Carmelo. And it's sent back by Turner. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Covered by Anthony. Bogdanovich, no luck.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Paul dishes to Harden. And the layup's good off the glass.
Oh, quick and strong and determined. Harden has it all when it comes to scoring in the paint.
Pacers trail by 5. The feed to Oladipo. Stolen by Harden. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
It's all clicked into place for him this quarter. He's not missed a single shot.
And James Harden, last season's MVP, the runner-up in 2015, actually won the players' vote for MVP that season. But last season, he took home the official hardware.
And with James Harden winning the MVP in 2018, Russell Westbrook in 2017, Kevin Durant in 2014, you think a few what-ifs right now in Oklahoma City?
A few, more than that, Kevin. I mean, probably tough for them all to win MVP playing on one team. A good shot at a different trophy, though, maybe the one that starts with the name of Larry.
Oladipo outside. Ball against Collison. Shot clock at 5. Screen by Young. Puts up a 3.
And they should probably start looking to get the ball inside more. The three-pointer hasn't been there for them like it was in that first half.
From deep, Harden. That shot no good. So the Pacers will take it the other way. Turner with a screen on Anthony. Bogdanovich passes to Oladipo. And Turner kicks to Bogdanovich. Turner with the screen for Bogdanovich. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Bogdanovich has got 12 points here in the second half. Harden dishes to Capella. Back to Harden. It's stolen by Oladipo. Young outside. Bogdanovich against Anthony. Young, a screen on Anthony. Bogdanovich, no good. Excellent D there from Anthony. Down low, here's Paul. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got his 4th assist in this one.
And this is what makes Paul an elite player. I mean, he can take over a game with his passing and scoring.
Stolen by Harden. Bogdanovich against Anthony. 2 points. That one goes. And now it's a 10-point Rocket lead. Indiana's gotten the 3-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Knocks it loose. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Shoots. And Houston again with the bucket.
And it's been about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been superb.
Yeah, and it's been a team game, a number of contributions. Guys staying focused. That's why the league continues to grow.
One-on-one here. Here's Paul. Buries it down low. Paul's got 22.
And that's all started by Paul's anticipation. He creates the turnover, then jump starts them in transition.
Oladipo against Harden. And there's the bucket from Victor Oladipo. We've got 1:13 left here in the 4th quarter. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Rockets.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead.
But actually play with a balanced game. Those that try to copycat and just shoot threes, I don't think they've won a championship yet. So I think it's about having that balance. And maybe the league overall is shooting too many threes, but the champions who shoot threes, I don't think take too many.
Holiday, the pass to O'Quinn. 6 to shoot. Stolen by Nene. Knight with it. Nene, the screen. Knight kicks to Paul. Inside. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Knight against Joseph. Kick by O'Quinn. Joseph, that's good.
This is not the team we've been watching for most of the night.
Monster scoring run, but had to do this earlier. Now it shoulda, woulda, coulda, all that.
Here's Paul. So we see Houston taking the W here.